Chapter 5. This is why you die. Your body is made up of trillions of cells. Each cell contains a nucleus. Each nucleus contains DNA. DNA contains information that lets your cell know what proteins to manufacture. As long as your DNA stays intact, your cells will continue to function normally. But your DNA eventually breaks down. The truth is that even without cancer, heart disease, illnesses in general, or having someone hit you over the head with a blunt object, you will still die from natural causes. Your cells divide, and each time they divide, the ends of your DNA strands wear away a little bit more. Once the DNA wears away at the important information that codes for proteins, we start to experience aging. A distinguishable example would be the protein elastin. Elastin helps your skin be more elastic. As we age, our skin becomes less pliable. This is a direct result of elastin not being produced due to a breakdown in DNA. Hemoglobin is a protein that helps carry oxygen in our red blood cells. You could imagine what would happen to us if we couldn't produce enough hemoglobin. Protein production is halted by the breakdown of DNA until the body as a whole can no longer function. This is how you die. But why do you die? The truth is that your body is perfectly capable of repairing damaged DNA strands. There are two types of cell division, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis occurs in standard cell division where the entirety of a cell's DNA is copied and then the copies split off into two new cells. On the other hand, meiosis only occurs in your sex cells. Men have sperm and women have eggs for sex cells. In meiosis, only half of the genetic information is copied, while all the DNA is copied in mitosis. Why? The idea is that the two halves of the sperm and the egg will combine to form a cell that has a complete genetic set of information, while being diverse from both the father and the mother. Meiosis is also unique in that the ends of the DNA strands that would usually wear down actually get repaired by an enzyme called telomerase. Telomerase is essential because if sperm or egg cells aged like every other cell did, then humans would be giving birth to babies with a genetic age closer to the brink of dying from natural causes. Since your body can repair damaged DNA after cell division, why doesn't it just do so and keep us alive forever? Death is an evolutionary advantage. First, death ensures that a species does not overpopulate too quickly. There may have been species that could live forever at one point, but they weeded themselves out due to natural selection. The Great Basin bristlecone pine is thought to be the oldest tree in the world, clocking in at a little over 5,000 years old. Certain sea turtles can live for a couple hundred years. It's not as if DNA doesn't know how to keep itself around for a while longer than we are used to. Deer hunting is seasonal, and every year the government prescribes the amount of deer that you are allowed to kill. If deer were allowed to populate too much, they would consume more than their environment could sustain. The result would be that an entire generation of deer would be in crisis, and there would follow a stark decline in their population. By understanding the balance the deer have with their environment and gauging their population numbers, a local government can prescribe a number of allowable deer killings. Consider if humans never died from natural causes. You could imagine how this might create a new set of problems in determining who should have kids. In fact, why have kids at all? If we are going to never die, then why repopulate to begin with? The answer lies in the second evolutionary advantage of death. Death allows for new offspring to have an opportunity to come into this world. New humans are genetically diversified from their parents. Remember how meiosis sets up the opportunity for a combination of genetic information from both a father and a mother? This allows every generation to change ever so slightly. This is extremely important when it comes to survival. What if a certain bacteria or virus swept the globe? If everyone was genetically identical, everyone may perish. There are even more benefits to diversification. Some human beings possess tolerances to certain diseases. Native Mongolians even possess a particular tolerance to cold that allows them to pump blood to their limbs in severe conditions, while most of us have a body that would keep our blood only in our vital organs. This is an impressive adaptation to prevent frostbite. Without death, you may have never had the opportunity to live at all. There needed to be a balance between available resources and safeguards against an environmental calamity. In all probability, the most likely species to survive and thrive in these series of circumstances is one that continuously changed, adapted, and died so that new members of the species could diversify and reduce overall risk of extinction. Telomerase was weeded out of mitotic cells. Telomerase stayed in meiotic cells. Life achieved balance.